While unemployment is at an all-time high in our area, a new program for high schoolers who want to explore careers in technology offers an opportunity to get experience and cash. It's called Youth Technology Apprenticeship Camp, or YTAC. It's for high schoolers who want a tech career without going to a four-year college. Carolina FinTech Hub's Tark Bokhari, also a Charlotte City Councilman, joins us with details. Tark, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Help us understand what this new program is all about.
Early on in the Carolina FinTech Hub, we had been really playing around with programs for workforce development, particularly those designed to help those in need of upward mobility. We had always wanted to drop down into the youth market, particularly across our high school system. And it had been on our to-do list, and our partners over at the CELC approached us a couple months ago and said, hey, would you like to do something together? And maybe this summer. And we said, absolutely. And we started designing it out. And ultimately, we came up with a first of its kind program where we took esports, something really hot that a lot of the kids right now are doing on their own in their own spare time. And we built a connection between that to STEM learning and ultimately coding and careers in technology. And that was our plan, to basically roll that out this summer for the first time to folks that maybe weren't planning all of them to go to a four-year university, but we'd be predisposed to be good at this kind of work. And then COVID-19 happened. And instead of saying, maybe we put that off, we actually said, let's get more aggressive and let's bring it up in timeline now that these high school seniors are really struggling with filling their days with meaningful work. And let's do it remotely and really kind of jump in here and lean in and help our community in this great time of need.
Now, Tark, you mentioned that this was in partnership with the CELC. For folks who don't know what those letters stand for, it's the Charlotte Executive Leadership Council. And so students will be paid for this work, and how much?
Thanks to the CELC's partnership, as well as Bank of America, these students are going to, from the comfort of their own home, play video games, and they're going to be paid $10 an hour to do so during this month-long YTAC camp. And if that sounds too good to be true, for a lot of these folks, it kind of seems like it is. But the beauty of all of this is they'll realize through this program, while they're being paid, that the things they already love to do have so many elements of technology and coding and development in them that they'll suddenly see, oh, this is how that works when I play this. And ultimately, at the end, they'll see those skills are transferable, whether it's to banking and fintech or energy or healthcare or the list goes on and on.
Let's talk about how many students will have this opportunity. Are you starting out small and then hoping to ramp up later?
So yes, and the crazy thing is we're building this plane while we're flying it. And that's just a really important time and a theme in these times of COVID-19 where it's time to innovate. It's not time to put head in the sand and figure out things later when it all passes. It's time to lean in and find solutions for new problems that exist. So with that being said, right now we're funded and equipped starting next week to take on 20 students. But demand has been off the charts right now. We've had almost 300 apply in a 1 week period that we announced it. It was open. So the demand has been an incredible surprise. And right now we're trying to figure out if we can take a few more this go around, but also can we start and launch a second cohort the month after for this great demand that's out there. So we're going to start small and get bigger, but I'm not sure necessarily that we're going to end up with 20. We might be able to find more funding to get more.
That's exciting. And it sounds like you already have a lot of people who've applied, but perhaps if other people are interested, how could they apply? So
the application process closes this Friday for now, but they can go to carolinafintechhub.org/YTAC, YTAC.
Now, there's another program called WIN that might be in the works down the road. Help us understand what that's all about.
Well, WIN is actually something that's been around for the last 2 years. It's the Workforce Investment Network. And this is kind of where we started playing in this space, where it's not designed for youth primarily. We have people from 19 years old to 50 years old that have participated, but it's a program that's designed to find those with high aptitude to be good at coding, at technology careers, but perhaps they're due to the fact that they're in the bottom quintile of poverty right now in need of upward mobility, the doors haven't been opened for them to go to a 4-year college or university or to get the experience in becoming that type of role, that type of expert. We're able to identify them through a rigorous artificial intelligence aptitude assessment we do. And we bring them into a 6-month program where we teach them how to become a full stack developer. And from our partners across Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Ally, Truist, EY, and the list goes on, all of those great folks guarantee them jobs as long as they make it through the program. So we're in cohort number 2 right now with the WIN program. And like everything in the world, upward mobility does not go away no matter what the crisis is. In fact, it gets worse. So during this COVID-19 time, we've actually had to switch them to all remote and all digital learning experience. So they're getting paid right now to learn. And when they're done, they're going to continue on in their jobs, making $55,000 a year and really starting the beginning of a good career.
What an exciting program. And sometimes they say necessity is the greatest invention. Thank you so much for innovating during these difficult times and providing opportunities for folks in our region. Tark Bokhari, we appreciate all that you do for our community.
Thank you.